Good news, parents. If you live in Oregon and you've got high schoolers for the next 5 years, they don't have to be able to read, they don't have to be able to write, and they don't have to be able to do math. But they can still graduate in spite of their illiteracy. Isn't that wonderful in Oregon? Speaking of stupid decisions, let's go to Oregon. If you go to high school in Oregon for the next 5 years and you want to graduate, you no longer have to read. You no longer have to be able to write. You no longer have to demonstrate any proficiency in mathematics. Why, you might ask? Why wouldn't you have to read or write or be able to do math in Oregon? Well, I'll tell you, Will, because I can see you're kind of curious, because educational tests like that are racist. And English and math shouldn't be a requirement. And the Oregon Board of Education for the whole state voted unanimously to cancel these tests, to cancel the requirements of proficiency in the English language. Well,
part of the reason why they're doing this, Barry, because they said that they don't want to offend and they don't want to hold back people of color. How racist is this? They're literally saying that if you are not white, if you're anything else other than white, that you cannot achieve anything. And they're really talking about black people. They're saying black people, they don't have the capability of learning, Barry. Black people don't have the capability of doing for themselves. So we have to, they're not even lowering the bar, Barry. They're removing the bar. They're getting rid of the bar. Like, don't even lower it where everyone can just step over it. Just get rid of it altogether. How insulting. Everybody in that state that is black, that have children going to school, they should be insulted by this. Because what's going to happen when they get older, Barry? They're not going to know how to read. They're not going to know how to balance a checkbook. Not that they have checkbooks any longer, but you're not going to even know how to get a job. This is going to do nothing but hurt the children in that state. And these are the people that's going to be running the state when they get older. I mean, they're already stupid. What is this going to do?
Who's going to make the excuse for poor Johnny and Debbie that can't read or write or do simple math? The next 5 years, everyone that graduates in the entire state doesn't have to read or write or have any math skills. What good is that education?
Well, that it's not good at all. And they're not going to school, like you mentioned, to learn how to do math, to learn how to do English, geography, social studies. They're going to learn what pronoun they need to be. That's what they're learning. What pronoun you need to be, how to address people with their pronouns. That's what they're learning. They're going to end up destroying that state more than it already is. And these people are not going to be able to go out into society, Barry, and be good functioning people. And what's going to end up happening is we've seen it time and time again. When you have uneducated people, you have poverty. You don't have people trying to be successful, trying to start a business when they're not educated. It's a common thing. It's basics. We understand this, and they understand it. That's the reason why they're doing it, because they don't want people to be successful. They want them to depend on the government. They want this to happen to them.
And what you're doing is you're institutionalizing ignorance. You're guaranteeing these people are going to fail for the next 5 years.
What's the point of having school? Why even go to school? Let them go ahead and hit the streets, sell drugs. I mean, they're going to get the same education. What am I missing here?
Nothing, which is why hundreds of parents protested, and it passed unanimously statewide. Well, whites and blacks and Asians and Latinos were all saying, no, 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 no. We want our kids to have to pass the test. But the Oregon School Board knows better. You're not smart enough to learn how to read. So we're just going to graduate you anyway. And
I mean, our society,
you're not going to write either, and you can't do math. Oh my God, this is unreal.